was definitely a great opportunity, and we were just speaking about it as well, where I'm extremely excited, not only because of some of the success that they've had in the recent years for the 5 years that I was coaching one of the rivals from here, but more so even because of if you were in this gym when you were either on the opposing team or just coming to watch a game. It was more the atmosphere and the culture and everything that they were able to build under Coach Moore and through what the school was able to do, whether it be Mr. Fellini, the athletic director, who's someone who was always at every event. He was jumping from the state basketball tournament down to the wrestling in AC or something along those lines. And when you have the people in the school along with Coach Moore, who obviously was able to build something like this, that kind of dominoes into what you saw, where there was a great community outbreak where people were here at all the games. And I mean, when you have things like that going on, along with some good players, which I think that between what they've had before and what they have coming up with the youth levels and in the high school right now, it's definitely a great opportunity for not only myself, but hopefully I could get something out of the young guys in the program at the moment as well.
Like you said, you were assistant coach at Sparta for the last few years. What did you see about the Mount Olive program that maybe when you were sitting next to Brian Brennan, if I get an opportunity, this would be a good job?
Yeah, and I was very comfortable with over at Sparta. Not only, obviously, I've been teaching there for the last 5 years and coaching under Brian, Coach Brennan, and it's definitely something that I was extremely comfortable there, and I had a great working and friendship with Coach Brennan and a lot of the people in the school district there, where I'll still be teaching there and everything else, but it really didn't occur to me for too many other jobs in this area where I was very happy where I was. And then when this job did open up and Coach Moore brought it up to us that he would be stepping down, and busy guy, all that great stuff. But that was when it really kind of, the second time we played them last year, he brought it up. And keeping it to myself, just thought, you know what, I mean, this is really a hard opportunity not to at least look into. And I mean, because of all the reasons that we just spoke about, what they've been able to do here over the last 5 years, and that's a great, I mean, that's all on them, and hopefully I could continue some of the success on and off the court that they've had, but just the relationships that I've been able to have with Coach Moore and the relationship that our head coach over at Sparta, Coach Brennan, had with him. You could tell just by how he ran things here and what he got out of his players in the community. It was really a hard job not to at least look into for all those reasons.
Now, Coach Moore, we talked about a great run, back-to-back county titles, 3 straight appearances in the finals, but he had a very unique system. They called the system 5 in, 5 out, a lot of running, 3-pointers. Obviously, you have your own philosophy. What are you going to try to employ here?
Well, I mean, and like you just said, it was a unique system, and it was a system that he was able to be very successful with. But it was also something that, I mean, he picked up, and he had his own mindset with it. And I think that every coach, whether you're an assistant or a head coach, whatever, you do have your own philosophy, as you were saying. And I think that beyond the reasons that we were just talking about, why this is a good opportunity, is I really do like the style of getting up and down the court and running, pressing, all those things that not only could put pressure on other teams, but it's also exciting for people to watch, and it's a good style to play if you're capable of it. And that's, although I won't be going the hockey subs of 5 in, 5 out, whatever, or into the exact replica of what he did, I think that the players already have a mindset of they want to be able to run and they want to be able to put pressure on other teams getting up and down the floor. And that is a style that I'm definitely accustomed to and could relate to and would like to bring in with my own little tidbits here and there. So it could be not only for all the reasons of being able to see them. I mean, when I was at Sparta, we split with them for the 5 years that I was at Sparta. And it was, I mean, between us two and a few other teams in this area, it was a really, really good battles all the time. And seeing how they played and how they brought everything in here and the intensity and the energy that they brought in the gym, that's something that you admire. and I would like to try and bring in myself, but also in my own way, and so hopefully a way where the kids could buy in as well.
Now let's talk about it. You've been part of basketball all your life. Your father, Dennis, was a great coach and player. You had a 1,000-point career at a Pac-On. You went to East Stroudsburg. Your brother, 2,000 points. Your sister, 1,000 points.
Yeah.
Is this the ultimate conclusion that this was going to be part of your blood?
Well, you know what? If you asked me this when I first got into teaching and coaching, yes, that was I admired watching my dad, who coached when I was younger and then coached me when I was in the elementary grades, and my uncle was my high school coach, and I was able to play under some great college coaches that really were able to put that thought process in my head as well. And then I went to Sparta, and like we just said, Coach Brennan was a great person to be under over there. So yes, I've been around it, and I mean I've been more on the playing end of it for the majority of my life. But I think that I've definitely been around some really good influences on the court when it comes to the coaching end of it as well. And I've had the 5 years where I was able to learn things, because as much as you love playing and everything else, it's not the same. It's definitely not the same as coaching. And I mean, there are things that you could carry over, and there's things that you got to learn. And I was able to learn those things for the last 5 years to the best I can. I'm sure I'll be learning for the next 5 years of doing this. But I've got a lot of good people I can reach out to.
It's a pretty good support system you have. There's a lot of people in your phone you can call and get excellent basketball advice from.
No, and that's lucky for me. I mean, it's something that I definitely plan on taking advantage of, and whether it be a family member or a high school coach, a college coach, or Coach Brennan. Not before we're playing him, but no. I definitely, between the people in the area and my family, I think I have a lot of good people to, like you said, be able to reach out to for when I do take this next step into being a head coach in a program.